Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Tracy Bates, and tonight I'm going to tell you the most horrendous story ever told about stimulus and the Green Dot Company. A lot of you may not believe me, but I have been threatened numerous times on the telephone about my stimulus and about other monies. I have been threatened about going to school since this mess about the stimulus and the pandemic began. I've had phone calls from anonymous sources and they're always blocked numbers. Well, on February the 22nd of 2021, the first threat was made come true. They hit my Green Dot account, not my card, mind you, but my account with a feature called Send Money feature. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't have that on my account. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I called Green Dot and I said, wait a minute, I don't have that feature. They're like, no, sir, you don't. Well, how'd they get my money then? Well, Green Dot took 11 days, but they gave me back the $460 that these people had stolen and told me, make sure I keep my card locked, change my password. Well, I did all that and I never worried about it. Well, I should have. As you well know, President Joseph R. Biden signed into law a stimulus of $1,400. A lot of people received them this past weekend. A lot of them are receiving them during this week. Well, I was one of the fortunate ones. I got mine on Saturday at 3:40 a.m. in the morning. Well, it was deposited, and at 3:41 it was taken out, but not by me. See, I never got that money. I never got to spend any of it. I was so shocked and amazed and I cried and I cried and I cried. Ladies and gentlemen, Green Dot is responsible for the loss of your money. If you didn't take it out, Green Dot is responsible for it. Now, let me tell you what Green Dot told me, because you can't talk to them after a certain hour. Well, I contacted them at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. On At 8 o'clock, the girl found another dispute. Or she said she didn't gave me a reference number. You are not going to believe this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to reach them since. All they do is put me on hold and they never come to the phone. Green Dot says that they have an office located in Pasadena, California. Ladies and gentlemen, in fact, that is not true. They have a P.O. box located there. And when you send them an email, they guarantee you they'll get back to you within 2 business days. That is also not true. Ladies and gentlemen, Green Dot has taken me to the tune now of $1,400. Well, I didn't know what to do. So these are the steps that have taken at this point. Now, the first time I took none except to get Green Dot involved. Now Green Dot's involved and they're not doing what needs to be done. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I have now done is I've contacted the FBI of Miami Beach, Florida. So if you're watching in another state, every state has a Federal Bureau of Investigation. You just need to look it up online and contact them. Now, let me go a step further. The FBI, once you talk to them, they file that report on with you over the telephone, and it does take a minute to get through to an agent, but you will get through. Now, once you do that, they're going to tell you, please go online to what they're calling ic3.gov. Again, that's IC and the number 3.gov. You will come up to that webpage. When you do, it's going to ask you a lot of information. Please fill it in as best as you can, because they ask a lot of questions that you may not know. But fill in what you can, because it's very vitally important, because that is really the only surefire way you have of knowing that somebody can get something done. Now, I'm going to regress for just a second. You need to contact your local law enforcement. I called 911 when I discovered it. They said call the non-emergency 911. I did that. I want to tell you what Broward County Sheriff's Department has told me. I'm sorry, we don't handle that. We can't give you a report number. Every single report that you fill out online is going to ask you, have you contacted local law enforcement? And they're going to ask you for the report number. If you don't have it, they don't say anything. But ladies and gentlemen, stress to your law enforcement how important this is. Then the next thing I was recommended to do, contact the Federal Trade Commission. When you do that, you're going to be amazed at the things you have to do. They even give you a identity fraud and fraud checklist. The very first thing you're going to do is report this to your credit bureaus. That is Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. I'm sorry. Now, when you go, it's going to get you to Equifax. Once you fill in identity and fraud, what they're going to do is Equifax is going to send it to all three credit bureaus for you the first time. This does not cost you any money, and they're going to take care of you for a year. This will be on your credit for 1 full year. And if you think it's still going on at that, they'll put it on there, and it does not cost you money. Please note, if you get a phone call asking you for money or see a website asking you for money from Equifax or TransUnion or from Experian, please contact your Federal Bureau of Investigation. Contact all three credit reports because they do not charge. The next thing you want to do, after you filed all that, you're going to get emails back about it saying, okay, did you do this? Answer those, please. Make sure you tell them that. Also, now you've done all of this stuff, and now I'm in what they're calling the rocking chair waiting period. The rocking chair waiting period is going to be extremely a long wait, apparently. I called Green Dot yesterday to no avail. I did not take the time to call in today. I'm assuming what we have to do now at this point is wait even longer for the 11 days. And please mind you, even though they're open on Saturday and Sunday, they're busy. They're talking working days. That's Monday through Friday. Now, excuse me, there's two different divisions. You're going to go through three divisions. The first one is your customer service operator at greendot. That is not in this country, ladies and gentlemen. So they are going to yell at you. They're going to scream at you. They're going to act like they don't know what you're talking about. They're going to have long pauses. They're going to put you on hold and hang up on you and all that. But then you ask for the dispute division. They're going to ask you a bunch of questions. Please answer those questions for them, even though it's not going to do you any good. But do it anyway, being patient with them, because even though they're just not going to do anything. When you get to the dispute department, you got to answer the same group of questions all over again, but this time they're going to take your dispute. Reminding you that this does take 10, 11 days, and they will stress you. It has to be working days, Monday through Friday. Now, when you do all of that and it comes to that, like the weekend before that Monday, call them back. Stay on their behind. Then, when they give you back your money, tell them you want to speak to the fraud division, and they are going to talk to you, and they're going to ask you questions, and you're going to answer those questions, and you're going to get your money right then. But you have to be very cautious. I remind you to be very cautious, because you never know who's lurking in them shadows getting your money out of your account. Mine was not taken from my card. It was taken from my account. All your information is online. Guard your information like you would your children's lives, because that's how these predators operate. These predators are trying to scare you and trying to threaten you and trying to get you to make a mistake. Well, I apparently made one. But ladies and gentlemen, please, I beg you this day, guard your information as you would your own life, your husband's life, or children's life. Because predators are out there and they're doing it with cyber technologies. I always say that the computer age is going to ruin American economy and it's going to ruin American people and worldwide, nationwide, worldwide people because people have learned how to steal now through the computers. Enough theft. We must band together and we must stop these types of predators. I give you my word, ladies and gentlemen, if you will watch this cast every day that I have it on, which will be every day around this time, I'm going to show you things that you need to know about how to stop a predator in the communities or in the web system. Now, I want to talk to you about another company that is opening their doors, and I'm sure you see it on the website for Greendot. Greendot has made some of the biggest leaps and bounds in the country. Greendot, their money's FDIC. Their new company, GO2 Bank, they're sending me a card. Take that. Now, they're only going to insure your money now for $250,000, up to $250,000. But they've got so many names under Greendot now, you don't know who you got, when you got it, and how you got it. You must be careful. Now, the GO2 Bank, it's the same thing. Greendot says, oh, it's got a secure website. It's not very secure, is it? They can get my money, they can get yours. Now, it is vitally important that you watch your stuff. NetSpend, Ace Elite, Wisely, all the prepaid debit cards are good. Don't take me wrong, some of them are. Ladies and gentlemen, I recommend that you go to a bank such as the Fifth Third Bank, Capital One, Wells Fargo, BB&T, and SunTrust, which is now Truist, Nations Bank. Go to a reputable banking company where if you have this type of problem, you walk into the bank and see the bank manager. But like I am, maybe you might not have good credit. I surely do not have good credit now because they have torn me down. They have knocked me down to almost to the bottom again. So, and I am a Florida Career College student. I'm 54 years old. I don't have an income coming in thanks to predators. I don't have anything. I live in one room. As you can tell, this is one room. I don't have anything. My bathroom's in the hallway. I have to try to cook in here and fight the roaches and everything else from other neighbors, but my room's pretty clean. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to tell you something if I know that it's a lie or if it could be a lie. I'm not going to tell you that it's the truth, and I will not report it to you. I'm asking you in good faith to please trust my podcast or trust my YouTube video because I promise you, I'm coming to you with the real deal. Greendot is a danger to the American public. They have put our lives in danger because nothing is done here in this country. And the foreign countries answering the phone, they do not care. They don't, I'm sorry. I mean, it's not their money, so they don't care. That's like a lot of Americans. Well, I care about each and every one of you out there. If you are a Greendot customer, please watch your money. Keep your money close at hand. Because people are stealing. Just point blank, they stealing. And there ain't nothing we can do. Well, there is. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I ask that you join this telecast every day. Please subscribe to my channel. And I want to tell you, I am going to give you a shout out of somebody that can help you. Please remember creditkarma.com It's one of the only companies now that is true to their word. They give you a free credit score at creditkarma.com. It takes less than 3 minutes to go in there, and they protect your sources. They protect you, all of your information, and creditkarma.com is the best way to get your credit score. I hope that you have learned something from this cast tonight. I want to close by thanking Miss Jean Marie behind the mask. Young lady, you have made my day. And I hope that you don't take kindly to those threats you're getting, young lady, on the phone. Do not become intimidated. If they continue, notify your local FBI office and notify your local law enforcement. Because it is a very scary thing. I've been getting about 30 a day. And now they told me they're not going after the money because they've already got it. They're coming after me now. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please protect you, your family, and your money. Remembering this, that if you put God first in your life, even though you'll have trials and tribulations, He will shine through. My faith, my hope was gone until a young lady by the name of Jean Marie behind the mask said something today. I want to thank you for that. Because, believe it or not, that means the world to you. And it gave me the strength to get back up again and say, I'm not going to lay down and quit. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to thank you for joining the show. I want you to remember today is my deceased wife's late birthday, and I wish you the best with your birthdays going. I love you. May God bless you in heaven. Taylor, Kersey, you're my daughters, and I love you, and all my grandchildren, and welcome to the earth, my new grandson. From Monday, 8 pounds, 3 ounce baby boy, Mark Thomas Ballou Jr. Boy, he is a big-hearted boy, and he looks just like my son-in-law. Kersey, you did a great job, and you're a great mom. Kayla, wherever you are, honey, I love you. Kersey loves you. Let us know how you are. You called me today and told me you were fine. Kayla, I didn't get to be 54 for nothing. I love everybody. Good night, everybody. If there's any questions, please feel free to ask me during the day or night. I'll be glad to answer them. Remember, creditkarma.com gives you your free credit score. Thanks a lot. Good night. How's that? Let's post it.